I'm about to go in and start the next layer of my seascape painting. And remember when I went out plein air painting? I'll put the links up there and down below. And I started the first layer, which I put up here on my YouTube channel. And now I'm going in to do the second one. This will be another time-lapse video. If you want to watch the full thing, sign up for my Viridian membership level, and you can click the button in the join below. It'd be great to have you. So let's get started. I'm really excited about this little painting. It's going to be so much fun. Oh, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. It really helps me out, keeps me going, and I love being here. Have a great day, everyone. Bye. Coming back to this painting, I am excited to start the next layer and get everything more in place and established. And I'll be working from back to front. It's how I usually work, adding a little bit of cad red into the sky color to tone it down. And I just want to get everything established. Here is the color that I've mixed for the sky, and I'm going to create 3 values. So the darker tone, which will be up at the top of the sky, and the lightest value at the horizon line. And I cut the board a little bit higher than what I had painted, and that's mostly because I just wanted a little bit more sky so that if this study goes into a frame, it won't take off too much of the sky. I did want this entire sky shape. I think that strip works well to balance out the rest of the canvas and the composition going on there. So I raised it up a little bit. And you know, this is a morning scene, and keeping that in mind, especially when I get to start painting the sea color. So many different things to think about on how to make this work, creating the dome of the sky and getting the right values, in a sense of that dome happening, and working the sea to begin to get that sense of the depth there in the background. It's more of a purpley bluish color, which you know, pretty much just in that area I just want to really create depth. And coming in closer to the midground and getting a different blue color happening. These are the very first layers. In the very beginning, you just basically want to get the general idea and placement of color. You want to work with the values. You want to stick to the Notan as best you can and begin to put it all together. I'm going to be adding a little bit of green, a cooler green here in this place as we are getting close to the shallow waters and the shore underneath. And as I move forward, I keep warming up this greenish color into a warm yellow green. I'm switching the focal area from the far side of that one rock and moving it down towards the Fibonacci spot. You can look at some of my other videos. I have 2 videos on the Fibonacci, finding the Fibonacci spot, the golden ratio, very easily. And I'm going to do that right here when I put in the capsizing wave, and it just works so easily. There we go, and quickly, and just it always seems to pull things together. And looking at the large shape still, so I'm going to kind of put in where I think some capsizing water might be happening, to look at the main shapes going on and how they work and fit with the composition. I'm looking at the design, I'm looking at the shapes, not that I'm painting the water, the rocks, the sky. I'm looking at the shapes, and I want everything to come together. Creating some markers for later on to help move the eye around. All of these things preliminary. So one way to create the rock colors is simply take the sky color, which is already mixed, and to add the complement. I'm adding burnt sienna because it is basically an orange, and it creates really a very beautiful warmish rock color, grayed down. And I don't want bright colors or strong values in those rocks that are coming in with the light. So mixing in some of that mid-tone color into the dark, just to get a sense of these rocks. And I'm not making the hundreds, or if not thousands, of tiny rocks. I'm blending them all together and creating large shapes to so the eye doesn't get tired, and it's not needed. You don't need to go in and paint every single rock that you see. And we want to create movement and stability at the same time. Can't do that if you have thousands of little rocks. So we're going to move a lot of them together. And here I'm going into this mid-tone area to just differentiate in the rock pattern. And then we'll be moving into the left-hand corner where the rocks will stay in shadow. And I like the play. Again, we have to be sure that the shapes are all different. The strip of the rocks in light is quite different from this little triangular shape of the rocks in the mid-tone values. And now coming into the foreground area, I'm creating connective dark shadows that will all work together to hold this large shape together, and just create some kind of dynamic sense that is happening. Putting in a cast shadow right next to the highlight area of that capsizing wave, and everything just seems to be working beautifully.